Hello and welcome. And I have the rare privilege of having with me the senior pastor of the Standing Church International and the host of Heart Enlargement Speciale. Thank you so much, sir, for being here with us today.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank
it's
you.
so great to have you here. So let's start from the beginning.
Yeah.
God gave you this vision about Heart Enlargement Speciale.
Yeah.
How was that experience for you when you first received this vision from God?
It all started in 2016, and how I wish I could tell you that I had a dream, or that I had a vision, or that I heard a very loud bang or a loud voice. Well, all those are valid spiritual experiences, but for me, it was simpler than that. For me, it was a desire. For me, it was something burning in my heart. The church was barely a year old when this vision came to my heart. The previous year in 2015, that was about July, August, I traveled to Port Harcourt and I'd been in a meeting where I saw a lot of young people. Of course, they were relatively older than us, probably by almost 10 years, but I still saw them as young people that were not so far from where we were doing great things. And it struck me that I could go back to Ibadan and see the same thing happen with the people around me. I was still a student then, I was a medical student, I think in my fourth year. I thought about it, I cried. I'm not one to cry usually, but in that meeting, I was just crying because I said, God, you can do this with my people. You can change the lives of these people. They might be students, but a lot can happen with them. A lot more than what they're experiencing can happen with them. And I really wept and wrote down, because the meeting I went to in Port Harcourt, my spiritual father was the one who was ministering there. But then he preached a message that Sunday titled Enlargement of Heart. And I just felt it also that what my people will need is a large heart to be able to do the things I was saying. And I wrote it down in my notes, 1 Kings chapter 4, verse 29. And God gave Solomon largeness of heart, like the sand on the seashore. And it dawned on me that the reason why Solomon became one of the wealthiest and one of the kings, or the major king, who broke the boundaries of possibilities in his time, was because of a large heart. So from that Sunday service, we went into another church for a ministration. When my spiritual father climbed up on the altar, the first scripture he opened was 1 Kings 4:29.
Wow.
So I didn't need a better confirmation than to know that this was God. It wasn't much of a spectacular event. I know saying it now, it sounds spectacular to you. But for me, it was just like a normal, everyday, way of thinking about what you desire to see as a change in a generation, and then making up your mind, to bring it to that generation, not knowing that it is God that has put it in your heart. Because very much indeed, the conscious and unconscious steps of the righteous man, they are ordered by God.
Wow.
Now, when we came back to Ibadan, we started Heart Enlargement monthly. The following August, that was 2015, and we just kept at it. It never occurred to me that we were going to have a big meeting titled Heart Enlargement Speciale. But one of those days where in the University of Ibadan, there's a place that is called the Chapel of Resurrection. It has a big field. If you go there now, you won't see a field there, you just see a tarmac, but then it was a field. And we're praying on the field one of those days, and I just called my people together as we're praying. I said, you know what? We are going to Trenchard Hall. We are going to have Heart Enlargement Speciale. I gave the date, I gave the time. I didn't hear anything. I just said it.
Wow, just like that, sir.
Just like that, because when you're praying, one of the things that happens to you is that your heart opens up to possibilities. And the best thing that can happen to you when your heart is opening up to possibilities is to grab them as they come. Don't wait.
Yes, sir.
Grab them, declare them. Like they will say, cast them in stone.
Yes,
just put them that way, and you'd see things happen. Some months down the line, before we got to have the actual first meeting at Enlargement Speciale 2016, I now realized that just before that encounter, when I called the people and said, this is what we're going to do, we're having a meeting in January, a prayer meeting.
Yes, sir.
When I told the people, I said, look, we are going to, what is even there in using Trenchard for 2 days? We are going to Trenchard. Because many times the way destiny works is that you would say a lot of things you never planned to say. But if you catch yourself saying those things, many times you have found the leadings of the Spirit.
Wow, that's so profound. Thank you so much, sir.
I look forward to seeing you at the Enlargement Speciale, 1st and 2nd of August 2025, 8 a.m. and 4 p.m. at the International Conference Center, Ibadan. Ministering is the visionary Manifold Grace Ministries that That's my spiritual father. And I am your host. See you at Enlargement Special 2025.